doing today? We're going to talk a little bit about predator hunting, and especially predator hunting at night. Predator hunting is becoming more and more popular, especially in the night. And if you're going to do it in the night, you got to take your safety precautions, and that's what it's all about. If you ain't going to be safe doing it, don't do it. One of the things that makes predator hunting at night safe is to have a light that will do the trick. You got to be sure of your target and beyond. If you got a light that won't give you the brightness that you need, then find yourself a good light. Stalk Tech make some of the brightest lights on the market. If you're not trying this Envy or this Fury, I got the Fury on my shotgun, so when the fox or coyote come in close, this is what I use. And it's still daylight now. We're going to wait till it gets a little later, and then I'm going to show you what this thing does. It's bright. It is bright. Unbelievable. I'll show you what these things do at night. We'll test them out. We'll see. The guy says these are some of the brighter lights on the market. We'll find out in a few minutes here. You know how I am about people making statements about product that they can't back up. We're going to find out here in a few minutes. I got a target down there at about 100. It's 100 yards down to that box. I'm going to shoot that in the darkness, and there's a target on it with this new Winchester 17 Super Mag right here. And we're going to see what it does. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you that target there at 100 yards. Zoom in on it and see if we can't zoom down to it. It's pretty far down there. And I guess I'm going to have to do some zooming tonight when I get ready to shoot at it. That's the target. So we're going to wait. We're going to wait here. Go out, and then we're going to try this light. And I'm going to see if it'll give me what I need to harvest these animals and not wound a bunch of them at night. One other good application for these lights, you know how you spray yourself down with all kind of scent control when you're deer hunting, and you use scent lock suits and all this stuff? Well, one of your problems is you're taking a white flashlight and you're going through the woods with that white light. Deer spook with that white light. It's going to catch on sooner or later that it is best you use a red light or a green light when you're trying to enter the woods to get to your tree stand. Don't use that white light all the time. The deer see it, they know what it is. They know there's a hunter coming through the woods. They can't smell you, but they can see you. They can see all that light. So you might want to pay attention to that when you're deer hunting next year. One other thing is when you're coming out of the woods, another safety point, when you're coming out of the woods at night, always have a light on. You don't want somebody to hear you coming across the cornfield or you coming across something. Somebody might not be as ethical as you are. So you don't want that to happen. An accident never happens to an ethical hunter. It always happens to an unethical hunter. So be sure you have a light on when you're entering the woods and when you're coming out the woods. They can't see the hunter's orange at night. So you got no business shooting at the night, but everybody, like I say, is not as ethical. So it's something you got to pay attention to. You always got to be safe. We're going to wait a little bit later and we're going to try this baby out here. Y'all stay tuned. Let's see what happens to some of this to this light and how it works in the darkness like it should. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Well, as you can see, it's dark enough out here now. We're gonna check these lights out and we're gonna find out if they're bright enough to do the trick. Here's one. This is the Fury. We're gonna see in red. We're gonna see what exactly this light can do in the dark. As you can see, there's a box down there. I'm gonna have to zoom in some on that box, but there's a box down there. And there it is, right there. I'm gonna zoom in on it. Make sure everybody can see it. And that's what you need when you're varmint hunting at night. Can you imagine if that coyote, fox, or whatever was down there? You got two different settings. Let's see if I can get the other one. That's your lower setting. That's your lower setting on it. And that's your higher setting. As you can see, that baby is bright. But that don't tell the whole story right there. I got a green one, and I got it mounted to my gun. As I've said before, the red is mounted to my shotgun for close range stuff. But that's 100 yards. You're looking at that box with a target on it. That's 100 yards. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna shoot it with the green. The light's gonna go out for a minute. I'm gonna get behind my gun and gonna shoot it with the green. And let's see if I can shoot it with the green first. I hadn't even looked at it. Let me see if I can shoot it with the green, and we'll see what it looks like, what the target look like after I shoot it with the green light. Wow. You guys ought to see this through the scope. This is amazing. Ha! I just shot two. That's the only ones I had left. I'm not going to load up again. But as you can see, that is bright. That is bright. I'm going to bring it over here a little bit closer. Closer to the... That's at 100 yards. That box and that target is down there at 100 yards. I'm going to go down here and get it. And we'll see what that box and target look like after I shot at it. I shot 2 rounds at it. The story is, can you hit what you're shooting at? We'll see in a minute. Well, here's the target. I hit 1 round there, and I hit the other round right there. Inside the 10 ring, just a little bit left. You can see, not a bad shot. Not a bad shot at all. Total darkness, green light, red light. It doesn't matter. People, the guy know what he's talking about on these lights. Y'all give Fred a call out there, and y'all get all that technical stuff. You know, I don't do that. I need to know if the light will work. This tells me that the light works. That's 100 yards out there. Ain't no, and I can shoot well beyond that. You should have saw the thing through the scope. Unbelievable. Get yourself one of these Stalk Tech lights. And like I said, going in the woods at night, you won't spook the deer. And that is a major, major thing that's important, especially when you're deer hunting. Don't run your big buck out the woods thinking you smell good. Well, he can see all that white light you're throwing up through the woods. Get something a little bit more inconspicuous. Get the red, get the green, and do your predator hunting with it, and go in the woods with it, and do your deer hunting with this thing. Like I say, 2 shots. That's good. Y'all call Fred up there, see what he's doing up there at Stalk Tech, and y'all get all that technical stuff squared away. We'll see y'all next time. Y'all be safe.
1989, my thoughts were short, my hair was long, caught somewhere between a boy and man. She was 17 and she was far from in between. It was summertime in northern Michigan. Splashing through the sandbar, talking by the campfire. It's the simple things in life, like when and where. We didn't have no internet, but man, I never will forget the way the moonlight shined upon her hair.